Good day to you, Cancer. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for you, for your Sun, your Moon, your Venus, and your Rising. So we will just see where this reading takes us to and what is the message that Spirit has for you. So Cancer, let me see here. First card up, you had Magician and the Mirror. Second card up was a man holding a coin in reverse, and you had the Patience card in reverse. So what does this say to us? Some of you actually are in this phase right now with this Magician and the Mirror, where there's a lot to be, you almost like, I can say, the alchemist of your life, where there's a lot that's going on that you are able to navigate and make a lot of good changes and be quite creative for yourself in the path going forward. You are in a phase of empowerment. And underneath the Magician and the Mirror, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. We could see that some of you are in a position where, you can feel very proud of the work that you've done. You can feel very happy about your accomplishments, and other people are recognizing this. But for some reason, some of you may be feeling, especially we're looking at younger water signs, could be feeling a bit insecure, could be needing to be reassured about things, could be going through a phase of just needing that attention. Could be yourself if you're a younger Cancer person, or if you're basically young at heart, I don't even know whether you're young at heart or old when you need this reassurance, because we all need reassurance at times. Because right now your inner child is needing this reassurance about everything, that everything is going to be okay. Some of you are starting new endeavors, and this lack of confidence that you are having right now is affecting you in terms of all the new things that you need to get started. Underneath the man holding a coin, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Six of Wands, and you have the King of Cups in reverse. Now, with this man holding a coin, this could actually be speaking to yourself that you are not taking care of things in your personal space. You could be overlooking a lot of things that are happening. Some of you could be relying on somebody who's very unreliable, who hasn't been there for you, who's very stubborn, somebody who's made promises and, is not keeping to those promises. We see that there are a lot of messages that are underway for you right now. Some of you could be communicating with a very stubborn sign. You've got the King of Wands, which is a fire sign. So we're looking at Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could have this person in your space. Could see you moving towards something with this person, but this King energy is one of stubbornness. This King, and you've got the man holding a coin in reverse. So some of you could be dealing with a masculine person, a masculine energy that's very stubborn, where communication is needed, where forward movement is needed, and you're not getting this communication from them. You're not getting what it is that you need from them. Some of you could be waiting. Some of you could have been sending messages. Some of you're just in a state of, so this has to happen, but there's this resistance from this King of Wands energy. Underneath Patience, you have the Four of Cups. You've got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. So here again, we see, some of you could have been waiting and waiting. You could be feeling very despondent because you're waiting for so long. You don't know whether you should carry on waiting. You don't know whether you should stop. You don't know whether you should change the way that you're going. And we see that with the Four of Cups energy, there's a little bit of loss of hope seeping in for some of you. There's this loss of hope while you're waiting for this change, while you're waiting for this news. We see that some of you could be becoming a little bit mean with this Queen of Cups energy in reverse, and you usually are a very loving person, but because of the circumstance, it's affecting you. It's affecting the way you're reacting to people and to situations. And also with this High Priestess energy, some of you could be giving yourself bad advice, or you could be getting bad advice from somebody else who's not having your best interests at heart. So you need to be very mindful about where you're getting your advice from right now, Cancer. There's a lot of things that is happening, and there's a lot of resistance that some of you are facing. So I'm going to draw a few more cards now to get a bit more clarity, to see what is going on. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles here. We have the King of Swords in reverse on the Page of Cups. Let's see. You have the Six of Pentacles. You have got the Page of Wands. You've got the Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups upright. The Emperor. The Chariot. Your energy, Cancer energy here. Six of Cups. So this definitely shows me that you are Cancer. Whether you're male or female, it's about energies, masculine and feminine energies. Some of you are becoming a little bit spiteful and a little bit mean because of the situation that has not unfolded for you. So you've got to be mindful of that. We see that a lot of you are seeing the benefits of the work that you're doing. You are gaining a lot of attention, maybe acknowledgement as well, and you're getting to hold on to your situations. However, you need to be mindful, Cancer, that you're not becoming miserly. You might be great getting wisdom, but you don't want to be grasping and holding on to things. With this wisdom, you need to create for yourself an opportunity to share. We see that once again there is this harsh masculine energy that some of you are having to deal with. You've got the Four of Pentacles here. Ten of Swords upside down. The Emperor again. This is upside down. The Tower upside down. Knight of Wands upside down. The Sun upside down. Two of Pentacles upside down. Two of Cups upside down. Ace of Swords again, and this time also in a reverse position. So some of you are dealing with a lot of conflict in your life right now. We see that, you're wanting to really, you've got the Four of Pentacles on the Four of Pentacles, wanting to hold on to things, wanting to not let go. And you have to be so careful with that energy because that's going to make you very spiteful. You seem to already be going through this phase, Cancer, which is so unlike you because you're such a loving sign. Your circumstances is causing you to be holding on. It's like you're feeling so insecure that you just want to hold on. But you need to be more appreciative of what you've achieved. You need to say, you know what, oops, sorry. Sorry. Choking up here. Let me have a sip of water. Sorry about that, Cancer, but definitely some of you guys are going through this period where you really need to start to acknowledge yourself. You need to start to acknowledge what you have achieved and where you are in your life and the things that is happening for you. So you need to be very clear and very kind to yourself instead of being so harsh. If you're going to be harsh towards yourself, who do you expect to be kind if it's not going to come from you? So you need to be kind towards yourself. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's very unkind, and you need to be mindful of this person. This person could be just definitely not on your side. So you need to move away from this kind of energy that is not a very pleasant energy. So if you've got this masculine energy in your space that's not very kind towards you, you need to move away from it because you're going to just create false hope for yourself, trying to avoid the truth and trying to avoid the disappointment of what is happening at the moment. So if you've got this negative energy around you, please try and move away from that. With the Six of Pentacles on the Ace of Pentacles, we see a lot of you could be in a position where your financials have turned around and you could be sharing your good fortune with others. Some of you could be in this position where you are going to be a benefactor to others. Some of you could also be receiving a lot from others. But some of you are definitely dealing with a very tyrannical person who is really not having your best interest at heart. And you also need to look at how you are behaving in this situation. And I say that because you have got this Emperor in reverse. You need to look at how you are behaving, especially when it comes to finances, Cancer. Look at how you are behaving. You have the Page of Wands with the Tower, and the Tower is a very destructive energy. So looking at this, you do need to look at yourself and how you are behaving in situations. You need to see what it is that you bring to the table. You need to see how you are communicating with others. Make sure you check all the details and you don't rush into anything without having all the information. Be very mindful with your words. Be very mindful with how you're speaking to people. And also be very mindful of others that are not very sincere in their attitude towards you. Some people could just thrive on conflict, and they could be causing you more drama than what it's worth. So be mindful of people that are just creating this unnecessary conflict in your life. You don't need to be putting up with that. Okay, so you got your Queen of Cups, your energy here. This is definitely your energy. As you see, the Queen of Cups is your energy, water energy. So it's about you being more loving and more passionate and more kinder, and also expressing this love and kindness that you have within yourself to those around you, and not becoming despondent about life and despondent about your situations. Some of you could be worrying a lot about your children, your health. You just need to treat yourself a little fairly. Treat yourself with some love and some kindness, and try to avoid having wishful thoughts about things. And this is where this beautiful, the Emperor energy, it's Aries energy coming up in an upright position, saying to you, you need to be very strong in this time. You need to rule your situations with your head. Don't allow your heart to run away from you. Don't allow your heart to navigate and say to you what's possible and what's not possible. So you need to be in control of yourself. Some of you could be dealing with a person in your space that is not very cooperative. You need to be very careful about your finances, and also discuss your finances with your partner. Make sure that everything is on the up and up, that there's no hidden agendas from himself or from yourself, that you are both on the same page, that you both understand what needs to be done. And it's important, it's very important that you'll create the situation of honesty. We see that some of you could also be let me see if I can get the slide back on here. Some of you could also be dealing with a lot of oppression and restrictions. Some of you could be dealing with a relationship where there's a lot more selfishness than you would like. There's no clear bounds, and you need to also maybe put some distance between yourself and a love situation where it seems to be at odds, where it's not really working out for you. You could be wanting to force a relationship that is really not working out just because you want it. It doesn't mean because you want it that it is meant for you and this is where you are supposed to be. So be mindful Cancer, for getting yourself into situations that are not really working out for you. Because I see that a lot of you may be holding on to people that you may know for a long time, to relationships and situations from the past, and it's just the idea of who they are, and it's not bringing you any happiness. So be careful of all of this, and where it is that you are placing your trust, where it is that you're placing your heart. There's a lot of deception going on around you right now, Cancer, and you need to be aware of that. So let me draw some cards from the Sacred Traveler to see what is the message here for you. Sacred Traveler, Sacred Traveler. Okay, Sacred Traveler. Okay, Sacred Traveler. We have, with the Sacred Traveler, we have Wise Leader. You are a beacon for others. Wandering path, enjoy the journey. And you have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So some of you need to realize that you are called to be a leader. You are called to choose wisely. You are called to be a beacon for other people. And even though you may not know exactly where it is that you're going to, enjoy the journey and have grace and gratitude, and expand your thoughts to have this love and allow this love to bloom from yourself. Now, don't become too caught up in things and situations, but rather be calm. Rather, just with everything all this trauma that's going on, it's almost a case of just let your best self shine. Be the best person. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in all this negative thinking and all these negative situations. Okay, enjoy the journey right now and be thankful. Start that gratitude journal. Just be so thankful for everything and for where you are right now. I'm going to draw a card from Starseed Oracle and see what is the message here for you. This is a card that has come up quite often, the Great Severing. It actually came out today when I did the Why the Moon Signs. It's an article on www.meenakshitarot.com. So this is very important that you learn to have some forgiveness and try not to be too confrontational, but also not be afraid of facing situations that have hurt you. You know, you just need to allow your heart to soften in difficult and confrontational matters. Allow yourself to let love flow and be forgiving to yourself and be forgiving to others, and see the goodness that is in you and see the goodness in others. So if you have to work with people, work with them in peace and love, and try not to allow confrontation to become the main force. Allow your heart to just soften and try not to react in anger, and try not to create conflict in your situations. So Cancer, if any part of this reading has resonated with you, please hit the subscribe button and take care until next time. Goodbye.